There's a muscle inside your lower leg that almost nobody talks about. It is hidden deep behind your shin bone, underneath the larger calf muscle you can see in a mirror. You cannot see it. You probably never think about it. But this small muscle has an incredible ability. When you activate it, it can help pull glucose out of your bloodstream and use it as energy without demanding a huge response from your pancreas. A scientific study from the University of Houston revealed something surprising. A simple movement done while sitting after eating can dramatically reduce the rise in blood sugar. No gym, no intense workout, no complicated routine. Just one small movement you can do at your desk, on your sofa, or while watching television. And once you understand how this works, you may never look at your after-meal routine the same way again. Before we continue, if you want simple explanations about health and science, subscribe to the channel and join us for more practical information. Now, let's understand what happens inside your body after a meal. Why blood sugar rises after you eat. Glucose is not the enemy. Your body needs glucose to survive. Your brain depends on it. Your muscles use it. Your cells need it for energy. The problem is not glucose itself. The problem begins when too much glucose enters your bloodstream too quickly. When you eat foods like bread, rice, pasta, potatoes, sweets, or other carbohydrates, your digestive system breaks them down into glucose. That glucose enters your blood. This is completely normal. But when a large amount arrives at once, your body has to respond quickly. Your pancreas receives the signal and releases insulin. Think of insulin as a key that helps move glucose from your bloodstream into your cells. Some glucose goes into your muscles. Some is stored in your liver. But if your muscles are inactive and your energy storage is already full, your body still has to deal with the extra sugar. Over time, excess glucose can be stored as fat. Then something interesting happens. After insulin pushes glucose down, some people experience a sudden drop in energy. This is the famous post-meal crash. You feel tired. Your concentration decreases. Your brain feels slower. And suddenly you want something sweet. Many people blame themselves. They think they lack discipline. But often this is not about willpower. It is a biological reaction. Your brain is asking for quick energy because blood sugar levels change too rapidly. The long-term problem, insulin resistance. When this cycle happens repeatedly, your pancreas has to work harder and harder. Eventually, your cells may stop responding properly to insulin. This is called insulin resistance. The signal is there, but the cells do not react efficiently. Your pancreas then produces even more insulin to compensate. For years, someone can feel tired, experience cravings, gain abdominal fat, and have unstable energy while routine tests still appear normal. But the body may already be struggling. If nothing changes, insulin resistance can progress toward prediabetes and eventually type 2 diabetes. The good news is that your muscles can become part of the solution. Your muscles are a glucose-burning system. Inside your muscles are tiny structures called mitochondria. They act like energy factories. When muscles contract, they become much better at taking glucose from your blood and using it as fuel. Normally, glucose needs insulin to enter cells. But active muscles have another pathway. When a muscle works, it can absorb glucose directly through a separate mechanism. This means your muscles can help lower blood sugar while reducing pressure on your pancreas. That is why the period after eating is so important. The first 60 to 90 minutes after a meal are when glucose levels are rising. This is the perfect time to move. The hidden muscle that changes everything. Now we return to the small hidden muscle in your calf. The visible calf muscle is called the gastrocnemius. It helps you stand on your toes. But underneath, it is another muscle called the soleus. Most people have never heard of it. It is not impressive to look at. But when it comes to helping your body use glucose, this muscle is extremely powerful. Researchers at the University of Houston studied a simple movement, keeping the toes on the floor while repeatedly lifting and lowering the heels. People could do it while sitting. They could do it while working on a computer. They could even do it while watching television. The results were remarkable. The study found that this seated calf movement reduced the after-meal glucose spike significantly and lowered the need for a large insulin response. How to do the movement. You can try it right now. Sit comfortably. Place both feet flat on the ground. Keep your toes pressed down. Slowly raise your heels. Then lower the back down. Repeat the movement at a comfortable pace. You do not need to force it. You do not need special equipment. You can do it at work, at home, or anywhere you're sitting. A few minutes after eating can make a meaningful difference. Other simple ways to help your blood sugar. The soleus movement is powerful, but it is not the only option. A simple walk after eating can also help. Even a 10-minute walk can reduce the size of the blood sugar rise compared with sitting still. You can walk outside. You can walk around your house. You can take the stairs. The goal is simple. Move instead of remaining completely inactive. Another option is body weight exercises like squats. Squats activate large muscles in your legs and hips, which means they can use more glucose. Even household activities count. Cleaning the kitchen, washing dishes, organizing your home. Small movements after meals can help your body handle glucose better. Why this matters more as you age. As we get older, muscle mass naturally decreases if we do not maintain it. Less muscle means a smaller system for handling glucose. That puts more pressure on insulin and the pancreas. The solution is not always a harder workout. Sometimes, the most powerful change is simply using the muscles you already have. Final takeaway. The next time you finish a meal, pay attention to what you do afterward. Instead of sitting completely still for the next hour, try moving. Lift your heels while sitting. Take a short walk. Do a few simple movements. Your muscles are not just for strength. They are one of your body's natural tools for controlling blood sugar. Small actions repeated every day can create major changes over time. Always talk with your healthcare provider before changing medications or treatments, especially if you already manage blood sugar conditions. If you found this information useful, subscribe for more science-based health explanations.